Hey everybody, I am your host Henry Gowen, and everybody thought we were canceled, but we're not. We're back. This is the Comic Con special. We're going to be talking about all the trailers and stuff that came out this weekend. We're going to make it into two parts. We're going to talk about the trailers this week and movie announcements the following week. I have two co-hosts here today. Oh, and by the way, before I introduce them, we're also going to be talking about box office and as well as movie reviews as well. But anyway, I digress. I have my two co-hosts here, Hannah and Movie Man. How we doing, guys?
I'm
Good.
doing okay.
Hey, yeah.
It's a good day. So, let's get started in what have we been up to for the past couple of weeks here. So a lot of people are gonna ask like why hasn't the show been up? Well, the truth is because I've been kind of busy with like school, my DJ part-time gig here, been doing some filming some stuff in Seattle here, vacation. I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff, man. I'm a little like overworked here, but I think, yeah, I'm ready to get back into this, and we will be doing this twice a month, maybe three if like we have some more stuff to talk about. But yeah, and also, by the way, we're not going to be on this format very long because Hangout's going to be going away. But I have a backup plan for that we'll get into maybe like in the next couple weeks. We'll try that. But anyway, we're gonna get into movie reviews here. So guys, which movies have you seen for the past couple of weeks? Have you guys seen anything like what movies? Big, small? Like,
Um,
action, drama, anything?
let's see. I've seen John Wick 3, Aladdin, Godzilla, Toy Story, Spider Man, and The Lion King.
Alright, cool. Hannah, have you seen anything at all? Like
I did see The Lion King, and then I'm actually, other than that, I haven't been watching movies. I've been catching up on
oh,
Mars. So,
oh, dang, cool.
excited for that. Yeah.
Oh, savage. Anyway, no worries, I'm just joking. So anyway, I've seen like a bunch of movies. I've been trying to like for the past couple years, I've tried to like expand my horizons on movies. Like I go see the big movies, but I try to go see some smaller movies as well. So my list, and I probably went a little overboard, is I've seen Rocket, okay, John Wick 3, Rocket Man, Booksmart, regrettably Brightburn, Long Shot, Godzilla. I skipped Dark Phoenix. I just thought, screw that. And Toy Story 4. I saw that. That was really good. And regrettably Men in Black International and Spider-Man
You didn't
Far
like
From
Men
Home.
in Black International?
I did. It was terrible. It was so bad.
It was so bad it was good, though. It was fun.
No, it was bad. It broke my heart, man. It's oh my god, it sucked so hard.
It
But
was so fun
yeah,
to watch.
I'm
So fun.
sorry. But anyway, yeah, I did see Spider-Man Far From Home. Love that movie. It was good. And yeah, I saw The Lion King, and I kind of feel kind of bad watching it because now like all those think pieces are talking to people like me and kind of us. But I guess yeah, whatever. But thankfully, I want to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So eat it,
Oh, I'm excited
originality's
to
not.
see that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It comes out next week and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. So, like, what are your guys' thoughts on the summer movies this year so far? What did you guys think of the movies?
I've been I wouldn't say any of them are critically good. I wouldn't say any of them bring anything too intellectual to the table. Like
What about
Men in Black
Booksmart?
International, as I said, was fun, but yeah, it doesn't say anything really. It's more just hey, let's watch some aliens on screen. And the same with The Lion King. The Lion King did what it did a long time ago. Essentially the same story. Doesn't really bring any new animation stuff to the screen. It's
Yeah.
just a good family fun.
Yeah, I would disagree with you on some part that there hasn't been anything intellectual this year because I do think there has been some like really great indie stuff this year, like High Life and Booksmart. Booksmart was so good. Like, oh my gosh, I just love that movie so much. It just nobody went to go see it. And it aches me so much. It's like, guys, whatever. Going good. Anyway, yeah, yeah. God, sorry about that, guys. Just it's my one word there. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, getting back to that. So, yeah, it's been sort of interesting. It kind of sucks that like like late night and Stuber, Kroll, Longshot have just kind of like bombed. It just that really hurts so badly. That doesn't really spell good for comedies in the theater, which kind of sucks because it's always great going to see a comedy in the theater because you get to laugh with the audience and that's pretty fun. Like that's just always something I love doing. But that's for a different time here. And yeah, I do think some of the blockbusters this year have been kind of but Toy Story 4 I think really upped its game. So yeah, I think it's been a pretty okay, good year for the box office. It's not as great as last year's, which we had a lot of good like breakout hits, right? Like
Oh,
Hereditary and Eight Crazy Rich Asians and stuff like that. Deadpool, that was pretty fun. So yeah, it's been good. I think 2020 is going to be a lot better because we have like Dunkirk. I mean, not Dunkirk, Tenet, and I think Onward's a March picture. But fuck, the summer season's just expanded to March. So I'm just gonna count that. So yeah, and also Free Guys with Sean Levi. So yeah, it'll be okay.
yeah. So, yeah, actually, there also streaming services have been putting out some good movies. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's the one with it's the one on Netflix. Oh, Always Be My Maybe.
Oh, that was actually pretty good. Like the Keanu songs, like damn, like I swear,
It,
like
it was really
like the internet just created like a huge waifu pill of like Keanu Reeves' face. Like that's coming, but damn, that was the Keanu verse just songs just came in, right?
yeah, but also it went back to rom-com roots. Like as someone who actually really loves rom-coms, it was exactly what you want from a rom-com where the characters are kind of lovable. You have the douchebag boyfriend,
Yeah,
ex-boyfriend, and then there's character growth. So that's all things.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny, and it was like, characters kind of being snarky, but not too snarky. It was just a sweet, easy to watch movie.
Keanu is love, Keanu is wife. Just kidding. Yeah, but anyway, Josh, yeah, what are your thoughts? So the same as hers, right? Or yeah.
Of the Lion King.
No, of just movies in general this summer.
Well, it's been a pretty good summer season. There's been some good movies.
Yeah, I would agree with that in some points. It's not been the best summer, but honestly, which one is? Like, come on. But anyway, oh wait, what is that? Okay, never mind. I don't think that was me. But anyway, yeah, I think I think this summer's been pretty okay. It's been dominated by Disney, but it's probably
Disney dominates things quite a bit. They're just so large at this point, they're going to have and that they have quite a few films out and quite a few good films even.
yeah, that's a lot of movies, but oh no, we'll see. I'm pretty sure the studios will probably, the studios will find a way. I like Warner Brothers and Universal. Don't be fooled. Warner Brothers and don't be like don't feel bad for Warner Brothers and Universal. They have like a bunch of assets. They're also big, major, larger corporations. We just don't know a lot about their other assets, but they do make a lot of money, if not more money than Disney in some other areas like music, broadcasting, stuff like that. So don't worry. The other guys are going to be fine. I would maybe be a little bit worried about Paramount, but
Yeah, I
just
mean,
don't.
yeah, if
Yeah,
they find their niche, if they really develop a niche, I think that's going to be one of the important things for studios to do. Like a lot of other industries now, it's almost that there's a few big players, and then everyone else has to find their very specific niche and be able to target that market. They know that market so well that no one else can really break it. And they start to monopolize that little market and money. It may not be
yeah,
the biggest share, but they get their dues.
yeah. And also, you also got to add in YouTube. Like, dude, I've made a lot of short films here on YouTube. Some I've actually helped my friends with, and we get a lot of good revenue off of that as well. So I don't think like creativity's doom. It's just like we have so many outlets and that people just completely like take for granted. It's like, guys, if you want to create, you can make your own stuff. You could like publish your books online. You could like post stuff on forums and stuff like that. That creativity is alive. We just have to make it, and we no need to rely on this. We can just make our own stuff. And hey, we can also support stuff on Netflix and the theaters and stuff like that. So I would say, you know,
Yeah.
we gotta like we gotta take the plunge for creativity. Doesn't mean we have to shame like brands or anything. It's just we can make our own stuff as well, right?
And creative tools have become more accessible than others. Like, it used to be that if you wanted to illustrate, you really had to have Photoshop and a few other things, but now there's DaVinci that is kind of something that can challenge Illustrator a little bit, not entirely, but it's a good step into the market. Really, you can use it on like an iPad, which you probably already have, or an iPad's not so expensive compared to processing for a computer. And
Definitely. Absolutely. So anyway, we can go on for this for another time, but we got some stuff we got to go into. So this weekend's Comic-Con. That was pretty fun. It was great. It was a great weekend. So yeah, we're gonna get into the trailers first. We're gonna talk about the announcements next weekend, but for now, we're gonna talk about trailers. So the first trailer that came out was the Top Gun Maverick trailer. So first thoughts, what did you guys think of him?
Well, I didn't really watch the trailer because this may be a shocker, but I haven't seen the original Top Gun movie, so I couldn't watch that trailer.
Jeez, Josh, you gotta catch up, my dude. Calling yourself movie man? Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
And I know.
You're not a real fan. Just kidding.
no,
Yeah.
it was a nostalgia trip. Very
Yeah.
much nostalgia trip. Yeah, my dad showed me Top Gun when I was a kid, and I was just like, oh, it looked like the same movie, but better pixels. So
Hey, man. I know some people that are gonna love this movie, and and they actually really did love the trailer. They just text me, "Oh my god, Top Gun 2 is coming back," and like, yes, but yeah, it was. I thought it was really good. It looks way better than I thought it would. It looks like a really good continuation, and I hope it doesn't suck. Please, dear God, do not make. Please, can we not have like another like Independence Day resuckage or a
or Pacific Rim.
yeah, pretty much.
What was that? Yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
of
Just
films that should just be standalone films.
yeah, definitely. You guys aren't hearing that water in the back, are you?
I'm
No.
not.
All right, cool. All right, that's good to know. So yeah, I'm just doing this in like my studio here, just my somebody I'm working there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I look forward to it next year. I hope it's good, man, because like we've had Jurassic World, which was pretty good, Halloween, Mad Max Free Road, Star Wars. Like, man, like there's been some really good revivals and there's been a couple of bad ones, but I just hope this one just lands the nailing. I just I love these legacy sequels. I know I'm ruining Hollywood, but I like them. I
Well,
hope they continue to be good.
Yeah, well, plus Tom Cruise needs another win, so he always seems to.
Well, he has Mission Impossible, so he's okay. And he also did American Made, which did pretty well. Did all right. But the mommy's kind of long behind him, so I think he'll be okay for now. But
Yeah.
there's always something. I really hope that Justin Bieber versus like Tom Cruise fight actually happens. That would be hilarious. Just Tom Cruise beating the shit out of the scrawny little Justin Bieber kid. That would be funny. Just Superman punched the shit out of him. But I digress. So do we have everything we've said about it already?
Top Gun, yeah.
All right, cool. Now we're gonna be going on to the movie Cats. Wow, does this look very ambitious? Like, damn, this looks like such a huge risk, a huge gamble, but damn, it looks like they've kind of like really are going for the fences here. And the cast stars
I
Taylor
was super
Swift.
disappointed with actually.
I
Not
okay.
for casting wise, but animation. I feel that people have been depending on CGI too much. CGI is there to make good things look better, but so heavily reliant on just CGI for their entire costuming. Like they could have had actual costumes and then used CGI too. add whiskers or
Yeah.
move their tails better or
Yeah.
something.
I
Yeah.
actually have to disagree, man, because I think it really like here's the thing that's really frustrating about like people that talk about CGI. So they sort of complain about the Lion King being too real, but now people are saying that this is too like fake. It's like, which one do you guys want? It's just I don't know.
I've always liked practical effects.
Eh,
Practical effects have
I, I
always brought a lot to the table.
I mean, I like them. It's just I don't think we should use them for everything. But hey, you can totally have that opinion. I'm not gonna take that away from you. I just, you know, like I don't know, CJ's really given us a lot of good stuff, but we can disagree. We can agree to disagree. So the cast stars Taylor Swift, James Gordon, Jennifer Hudson, who I've really loved her work in, Ian McKellen, Idris Elba, who will be starring in Hobbs and Shaw, which looks really, really bonkers. But yeah, Jennifer Hudson, this is like her first no, it's actually like her third role after Sing. She was pretty good in that movie. You know, I kind of saw that with my nieces. It was all right. But she was really great in that. And let's see who else is there. Rebecca Wilson. She's kind of not good either. We Dennis, Jason Dorio, who I love his music, and a whole bunch of actors that I can't name, but oh well. It it looks like a risk that I hope pays off because damn, like this December, it's not as gonna be as crowded as it was last year, but we're gonna have Star Wars Shocker, Jumanji, and Cats, I believe. But yeah, it's gonna be something. I really hope it like pulls through, but that's just me. So, Josh, what did you think of the trailer
For Jumanji, for Cats.
for Cats? Cats, yeah, for Cats, the new
Yeah,
movie.
I did not watch the trailer. I couldn't.
Dang, Josh,
Well, I
buddy,
just heard the trailer wasn't all that good. Like the CGI was bad and like
I
everything.
I, I don't know. For what it is, it looks very good. They don't look like cats, but I don't think they're going for that. This is like it's sort of like Mamma Mia in a way, where it's sort of like taking the thing and putting it on the screen. Taking the or Les Mis, which is a fantastic movie. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah,
No,
Les Mis was so fun. That one was shot beautifully. They just got the perfect cast for that one.
Yeah.
Cats
And
also, yeah, I think their cast is actually pretty good for it. They have a nice mix of comedic and actually I really appreciate that they're using an actual ballerina for Victoria.
yeah,
That's gonna-
absolutely.
Mhm.
My favorite part of that movie was Hugh Jackman and Russell Crowe. Those two made that movie work for me at least, and Hathaway as well. Even though they weren't the best singers, I still think they really like nailed the head for those. It was great. It was a good thing, and I hope this one really gets out because I do love Tom Hopper's work, and I think he's done Into the Woods, which I think is a very underrated Disney film. It's really good, you know. Also, he was in John Adams. That was a fantastic series as well. So yeah, he's also done that. So I hope this pulls through. But anyway, we're getting into some other ones here. So another one that came out was the Terminator Genesis featurette. But we're also going to talk about a controversy with like, if you can really call it a controversy. To me, it's just kind of geek bullshit. It's sort of like saying like, oh man, this movie's gonna have strong female characters and it's gonna like scare the fuck out of misogynists. And apparently the internet just like went ape shit. It's like, oh, how dare they insult our customers? But we'll get into that later. But what did you guys think of the featurette that came out? So it's sort of like exemplified. This is gonna be a fresh new take. It's gonna be new, which I'm looking forward to. I hope this movie also like proves that the Terminator has some juice left in it because I think Tim Miller's a good director, and I've seen some of his work beyond Deadpool. Like he's done a lot of good commercial work in the industry. I think he did some parts in Toronto and maybe some work here in Seattle, but I'm not really sure about that. But I hope it's good. And also the panel was pretty good as well. Linda Hamilton was kind of a badass. So yeah, did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw that trailer.
Yeah.
It looks
I
just like it's going to be a good ass kicking time, which is what you want from a Terminator movie. You're not really looking for too much else. Terminator's just good. You're gonna see good fights on screen. So I'm excited to see that. I love action movies. Go ahead.
That's really good. Yeah, I just think I hope this movie pulls through, man, because damn, James Cameron has got a lot. Is gonna is it, I dare say he's probably pretty pissed this morning since Endgame kind of like toppled like his Avatar thing, but it really doesn't matter because like all of those things are owned by Disney, so it does it really matter, really? Like in the end, Disney kind of wins. So yeah, I don't know. And plus Alita Battle Angel, as much as I thought it was good, it still didn't do exactly great at the box office. It made 400 million, which is more than like most movies, but you know, he's got a lot to prove.
Yeah. Well, he's going for these sci-fi movies that are a little bit more niche than Terminator. Everyone kind of knows Terminator. They grew up with it. Alita Battle Angel, while being like a super popular series before, I mean, people don't really like anime, manga so much as they do recognize Terminator. He took a risk, but I think it paid off. Even really
Yeah.
in a way that I don't think anyone else could have.
Yeah. That was pretty good. What did you think, Josh?
The Terminator trailer.
Yes.
Honestly, I wasn't too impressed, but there were some things I thought looked pretty cool, like Diego Luna as a Terminator and the way they could blend themselves. Like there's a Terminator exoskeleton, plus they're the liquid Terminators. I thought that looked like a cool shot, and it looks kind of It kind of looks like a mix of Genesis and Salvation, the least good Terminator movies. And I honestly was turned off by this franchise after the second movie because that's where it should have ended. It felt like
Yeah.
an ending.
I would agree with you in that part. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. Let's move on to a couple of other ones. We got a buttload of them. So the next one is The Watchmen. We'll actually do these two together. Watchmen and Westworld. What did you guys think of those ones?
The Watchmen is the new HBO series, right?
Yep, got a new trailer. It's a
Yes.
sequel to the book. I would say the movie because like I read parts of the comic book. It was kind of hard to get through, but I'm looking forward to both, man. Like I think Westworld looks. It's kind of like the second season wasn't as good as the first one, but this new season looks a lot better. So yeah, I hope it's good.
I was actually never able to get into Westworld, but the Watchmen is going to be so exciting. Like you actually really, really loved the comic book.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a bit grittier. So
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
yeah, I'm excited for HBO to have their take on it, especially
Yeah.
since they're willing to deal with anti-heroes more than other networks. So
Do you guys think that Watchmen could be the new Game of Thrones, or do you think his Darkest Material could probably take that place?
I'm hoping his Darkest Materials takes that place because that's
Same here.
yeah. But Watchmen, I think will take violence because I don't want his Dark Materials to be so violent. Like it is. It started as a kid series that deals with adult themes. So, I mean, not that it can't be violent in some areas, but the hyper violence that was sometimes depicted in Thrones is sort of
Yeah. Yeah, you would be murdered by Zack Snyder fans, which are which are still petitioning for that freaking Snyder cut. And again, look, guys, I understand that. I understand the fandom thing, but it's just the guy's got a new movie coming out called Army of the Dead with an original movie on Netflix, and nobody's talking about it. It's just really? We're talking about the freaking Justice League thing? Let's move on. Like we got Shazam, Aquaman, and Birds of Prey, Joker, Wonder Woman 2. We got plenty of DC stuff. Let's just move on from the Justice League debacle. It's okay, guys. It's all right. It's come on. He's done with Justice League, right? And just, oh my god. I don't
hopefully
know.
he's not a bad director. I just think no, it's a little bit ambitious. I think DC definitely hasn't spent as much time developing their universe as Marvel has.
Yeah.
As far as
They
movies,
don't need to. I mean, they can be a completely different thing.
their standalone movies I think are really
Good.
fantastic.
Yeah, and the Joker looks very good. It looks wow, does it look good? Just seems very it just seems like a really good risk that I hope could pay off. So yeah, I think both of those are gonna be interesting. So hey, Josh, what did you think of both the trailers?
Well, I haven't watched Westworld, so I could not watch that trailer, so I can't comment. I didn't watch the Watchmen trailer yet because I haven't found the time, and but I loved the movie. It's one of my all-time favorite films. So
Mm.
I'm looking forward to the TV show.
What are you doing? Just kidding. I'm just joking. Yeah, yeah, I think both of them look pretty good. I'm just trying to find my notes here. I just scrambled there. Okay, going back to the Terminator thing, what do you guys think of like this, like go woke or go woke stuff, like happening through like all of this stuff? Quick thoughts about that, because I think it's just kind of getting kind of ridiculous. It just really, I
I
don't know.
to comment on it. Like you can just say, hey, there's these, like the movie should speak for itself. Like, hey, we're coming
Yeah.
from a more female perspective. Like I know people always want to be like, oh, these feminazis are coming for our movies, and it's like
Yeah,
we're not. We're just being represented. Like,
yeah,
and women have always actually been really integral to film. So I don't, I think just having them there and not really commenting on it at all is just as good as. I mean, like certainly you can have peace.
yeah, definitely. Um, I said those
Oh,
exact words to somebody online, like this group online. I'm not going to mention their name because I don't want to give them credit, but and they kind of blocked me for some reason just for saying that. Hey guys, this isn't invading anything. You still have the stuff you love. They're just trying something different. And besides, like, isn't Hollywood about trying some new stuff? Like, isn't that what we're supposed to do? But they're like, no, it's, and they kind of blocked me, and that was fun. And I don't know. It was really just kind of
I don't know. I just don't think it's that woke to have female characters in
it
movies.
really isn't. And it's just so dumb that like people are like getting so angry about like that over like real stuff that you should be angry about. It's like, come on, guys.
Well, it's like a real woke feminist movie would be a movie where it's like just super commenty. Like I guess Mad Max actually was a super feminist movie if you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because it was think wasn't it majority of the characters were female. The most badass character was female. Um, Females were central to that world. They kept everyone alive. So
Yeah.
that
It,
I guess that one was like more of a woke feminist film than a lot of others. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
yeah.
Yeah, there's always going to be those people that don't care. And to be honest, there's just people that don't want women to be in movies,
Yeah.
to be the sex appeal. So when
Just look at the Daily Wire or Masculine Geek for that. But anyway, I mean, not to say like I kind of peek at those things because it's kind of good to always like see the other side, and some parts they're kind of right on, but for the most part they're kind of, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, let's get on to some more trailers. Sorry for that thing there. Anyway, we're gonna go on to a couple more. We got the Snowpiercer TV show coming on TBS. It's based on the 2014 film starring Chris Evans, which I love. Like seriously, that movie is really good, and nobody talks about it. But yeah, they got a trailer for it. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen it, but it looks pretty good. It's sort of like the movie, but it's gonna be more like drawn out. It's a really great concept. This like humanity being on this train, and the world it's a great message for climate change. So that's
know,
pretty.
it's developed by the same producer, or is it a different producer and director?
It's produced by some different guys, but I think like some of the original writers are still on, and maybe the director for the pilot. I'm not really sure, but I think it'll be pretty cool. So yeah, the big one that made a huge splash was The Witcher. It came out with an official teaser. It stars Henry Cavill, and the showrunner. Let me see here. Um, I think. Let me see here. Program creator Warren Schmidt Hirsch. And it's got a couple of great directors here. It's got Alkesh Shriver, the film director, Shivagak. He's done Straw Dogs and a couple of other stuff. Shirley Brainstorm, Alex Garcia Lopez, like these guys are from the indie scene and stuff like that. But yeah, it's got a good team behind it, and Henry Cavill is kind of an underrated movie actor in my opinion. Like he's done a lot of good stuff beyond Superman, like Man from Uncle, Fallout,
Mhm.
and I think parts. No, there's this other movies in here. It was Sandcastle. That was really good. He had a semi role in that, but he was pretty good in those. So like just yeah, like he was. I think his best performance Superman was in Justice League because I think he really brought his all into that role. But yeah, and Man of Steel, I think he was trying some new stuff, but that wasn't really his fault. It was just the director. But yeah, so did you guys see the trailer? What did you guys think of that one?
Oh, giant spider. No, that is, actually, if anything does replace Game of Thrones, this would be something that I hope kind of replaces Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
It takes everything you love about Game of Thrones, and I think it's gonna turn it up to 10. Like Game of Thrones never really focused on fantastic creatures, but there's no way it can go by without him killing some sort of monster.
yeah, absolutely. I do think that I do think this trailer looks pretty good. I've actually never played the Witcher game, but my brothers have, and they freaking love that stuff so much. So yeah, it it looks really cool. I think that there's going to be a big hole. There's going to be big shoes to fill for fall 2019's TV slate for Game of Thrones, and not like everything has to like be Game of Thrones. It's just there's going to be a huge expectation for all fantasy shows coming from coming. So yeah, it's going to be good.
I
It's
think
gonna
we're gonna get it though. I think there's just so many shows coming. Like there's the Dark Materials, The Witcher, just so many things coming. And it's
there's so much good stuff, and The Boys got a second season already, and I've heard some pretty good things about that. So I'm gonna check that out here. Like I'm also trying to get through Good Omens, which it's all right. I like it. It. Remember that like petition where they thought we got to get Good Omens canceled from Netflix, but it's like Amazon. It's just God, old people, right?
oh yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, that one. I like the timeline they took. But in some ways, I felt like they made it even shorter. They could have cut out some stuff, but
Yeah. So is it like a? So are they like a second season, or is that just a mini series?
it's just a mini. I don't see how they could possibly do a second season. I think it was always intended as a limited run. That's one thing I respect about BBC is they, their limited run series. They really create the best thing they can, and they
Yeah,
get all.
absolutely. You are not wrong in that regard. So anyway, we got a couple more here. All right, there we go. We have Arrow Comic Con 2019, the last season. Can you believe it, guys? So yeah, what I've been trying to catch up on Arrow and The Walking Dead and stuff like that. It looks fine. Like it looks good. Like I think Arrow kind of like lost its way during season 4, and they've been trying to get back up to that. But I just think the Flash is kind of like overtaking it as the best CW show, CW show. Hopefully, Batwoman can overtake that throne, regardless of the stupid controversy. But yeah, what did you guys think?
I haven't watched Arrow in a long time because I lost it. I haven't watched that Arrow trailer because I lost interest in the show a long time ago.
All right, fair enough. Have any thoughts, Hannah?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I never really liked the main network superhero shows. I really just loved like Luke Cage and
Yeah.
yeah, I never.
You excited for Disney Plus stuff? Cause I sure am. I think they got some good like people behind those ones because Marvel and they kind of attract some very talented people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hope it's good. Yeah, and also speaking of superhero shows, Batwoman apparently getting like a lot of controversy from like online, and the reaction is Batwoman was okay. They thought it was good. That's good, and but just as always, go woke or go broke. Durr.
Yeah,
It's whatever. It just God.
it's fun. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited that they're starting to get woman-led franchises where, I mean, I guess there's enough now that they don't have to be great, if that makes sense. Like Jessica Jones was fantastic, and to be honest, we don't really haven't made any progress until there's some bad shows in or okay shows. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, anyway, Josh, got any thoughts? Or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Next one. Okay. Wow. God, there's a few more here, and then I think we'll wrap it up. The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. We'll probably do this one in two parts because there's actually like two things there. There was a teaser trailer released in May, but this one has a behind the scenes thing, and it's just breathtaking how much work they're putting into it. So did you guys see that one? Any of those
No,
two?
No,
I
that's still not. So.
Have you seen the trailer back in May? Anybody?
no, sadly not.
Ah, dang. Well, anyway, some of my thoughts again. I think the show will be pretty good. It's got a great voice cast, Simon Pegg, which I've kind of lost interest in him like a while ago. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Taron Egerton. I got the list right here. Mark Hamill. Look at that. He actually played Chucky this year, which I think he did a good job in. From the clips I saw, but I didn't. I kind of just skipped it. Well, actually, no, I did see it with somebody, but I didn't pay for it. So yeah, it looks fun. Looks good. Looks like it's gotten a lot of good people in there. It's wow, that's a lot of people in that. So yeah, I think it could work. Anyway, moving on. The Boys. It's they also showed their pilot there, I believe, and it's getting pretty good buzz. So you guys excited for that one? It's based on a graphic novel.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
You never heard of The Boys?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, although, I'm always excited when graphic novels are adapted to the screen just because going from one visual medium to another visual medium, I think it's more successful oftentimes than when they translate novels. So it'll be hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's got some really great potential. I think it is going to be a good show, and it actually will make fun of like both the DC pretentious stuff and the Marvel fanboyish type of religious stuff. So that's going to be pretty funny. It's going to be good. I hope it's good. As I've said before, all of this is betting on if they're good. So yeah, we got a couple more here. The DC Universe's Harley Quinn preview. It's for an animated based series on the anti-hero streaming service. Showed off funny humor. So, and it'll be voiced by the Big Bang Theory's Kaylee Cuoco.
Quoco.
Cuoco. Okay, I'm sorry. I never watched that show. I just, I heard it was bad and I just kind of stayed away from it.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how she'll, because I've seen her in some things where she's pretty okay, but I've never been like I've never watched something because she's in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. And also a Rick and Morty clip was released. Cool. Yeah. So we don't have to talk about that. The Picard series trailer, that looks pretty fun. Data's back. Yes. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Hello?
Oh yeah, we always need more Star Trek. I don't know. I'm just hoping it'll be a feel good series again. Not that not that I don't know. I just kind of like fun movies and shows more than super serious ones. Like
Yeah, I get you.
yeah, I feel like the most recent Star Trek also felt seriously.
Yeah.
So
I could see that. And another big news was the Untitled Walking Dead teaser. And by the way, I'm a huge Walking Dead nerd, so this kind of excites me. And it stars
Andrew
main
Lincoln.
yeah, Rick Grimes, I believe. Yeah, dude,
Grimes.
Grimes. I'm sorry, God, I'm a terrible nerd. So yeah, this looks pretty good. It didn't show us anything, but I look forward to it. And yeah, season 8 and 9 have not been good, but I still really like watching the show as a whole. Hope this one succeeds. Do you guys got any thoughts or nah?
Nah, I gave up on the show long ago.
Gosh. Okay. Cool.
I have the same issue. It's like with Supernatural, just too many seasons at this point.
Yeah. How many seasons does Supernatural have? Like that. That's like
15.
15.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Supernatural has 15 bleeping seasons. That's crazy. And it started in 2005.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I had to start just watching the I had to stop watching the main storyline because it was just getting to be like, oh, this actually
Okay.
isn't interesting anymore. So I watch the standalone episodes now. I like wait friends to watch it, and I'm
I
like,
think this one's the
Good.
final season. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It says this one's the final season. Look at that.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope it does well. I hope it's good. I hope they can make it like they can stick the landing. And they said it was a farewell. It was a bittersweet farewell at the thing. So, hope they have a good season. Anyway, and finally, you're gonna love this one, Anna. His Darkest Material trailer released, a new Comic-Con trailer. So did you guys see that one?
no.
Yes, I was so excited. I feel like it accomplished so many things that I was disappointed in the movie. So, and then it's just so fantastic because it's also coming out at around the same time a prequel is going to be released.
Yeah, I think I think it will be really good. Like it's got a good cast behind it, and I hope it can like rival Game of Thrones as the new big fantasy series that like just takes the world by storm. Because we always want something new to like take the whole, right? And I hope the Game of Thrones thing isn't that. I mean, I love Game of Thrones, but I want something different to take like the main stage. You know what I mean? Just like
I'm more excited for this because Philip Pullman was always able to have a concise story better than George R. R. Martin. George R. R. Martin's kind of like gets bored with his own work. Philip Pullman stays interested in it, and he had a through line through the entire thing. So, from the first novel, you could understand where it was going. So I'm should I do a spoiler alert for something that happens in the book?
sure, it's not like a lot of people watch this anyway, so it's okay.
Okay. Spoiler alert. Like the thing I these elephants in the third book. These kind of alien creatures that are elephants on like wheels. They have like hooks and claws. So I just can't wait for them to animate some of the bizarre, freaky shit that Philip Pullman wrote. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be so.
Yeah. Looks pretty good to me. I haven't read the source material. I did watch that god awful movie, which was terrible. That was a awful movie. But I hope it turns good because hey, if it doesn't work on movies, maybe it could work on TV. So anyway, I think we got a final one here, which is the other CW stuff. They had Supergirl, Arrow, no Supergirl, Flash, and Black Lightning, which the only CW show that I watch now is The Flash. So I've kind of like given up on like the other shows. I mean, not because they're like woke or anything, but because there's just too much stuff to watch, and I can't get all of it. But yeah, the Flash one I think looks good. Supergirl's costume looks pretty good. It's not like the really skirt thing, which I kind of felt a little like, I mean, I think some people like it, but I think some people will be like, but whatever. I, they'll be okay seasons, and people that watch them will probably enjoy them, which is fine. You should be allowed to like what you like. Just don't be a dick about it. So yeah, it and also they announced Titans season 2's production's been stalled because somebody was killed on set. So that
Ooh,
was something.
that I don't know. That's sad. That's gonna be. I was never excited for that show too much to begin with, but that's really depressing.
Yeah, and one more thing. The Halloween's got two actually, no, we'll talk about that next week for announcements. That falls into the announcement category. So yeah, pretty good Comic-Con, right, guys?
Yeah.
But there was the best news. There was the best news.
What is it?
Taika Waititi is directing Thor 4, which is the only thing I was holding out for with Marvel. I was like, if he's not directing another Marvel movie, I don't know if I can live.
Sorry
And
about that, guys.
it's fantastic. So, no.
Yeah,
That was good news that I needed.
yeah. I'll get more into that next week, but yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll talk more about that because I want to make an entire show about the MCU panel because it was just so big, and I didn't want to squash everything else. So I put everything into this one right here. So yeah, this one it was a good Comic Con overall. It was great. I wish Warner Brothers was there because dear God, they needed that. They needed this so badly, especially after Godzilla King of the Monsters and Shazam not doing very well at the box office. And I love Shazam. It's just come on, guys. We gotta
Mhm.
get the ball rolling. If you want to be Disney, you gotta yeah. What up?
I think they need to work on their marketing. I think a lot of their marketing doesn't target the correct audience, like Shazam. I mean, it played during children's movies, but I don't think it hyped up the aspect of like, hey, this is like a good family film. When I went to see it, it was all adults. So
Ouch. Ouch. Dang. That's pretty funny.
yeah,
But oh well. I mean, we all went to go to the Lion King, I guess. So who are we to judge, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's just,
oh no, yeah. I mean, it's like you have to market towards the right. I mean, because I feel like adults are more willing to see kid movies than people are willing to bring kids to adult movies. If that makes sense.
that makes sense. Yeah, and I could see that. I just, and also like they waited like forever for that like last for the last show. It's like, dude, you should have done that like in front of Aquaman. Like
Yeah.
Aquaman like smashed records. I'm surprised how well it did. So yeah, anyway, we're getting into the box office and we'll wrap up the show here for this week. So unsurprisingly, Disney's The Lion King nabbed 185 million this weekend, and Spider-Man in second place with 21 million. Toy Story 4, 14 million. Crawl, 6 million yesterday, 5 million. And Stuber at number 6, 4 million. Aladdin, 3 million. Annabelle Comes Home, 2 million. Midsummer, 1 million. Secret Life of Pets. So yeah, the top 10's looking all right. Spider-Man, this really makes me happy because I love this movie so much. Spider-Man Far From Home is at $970 million worldwide. Like, damn. Like I thought it was gonna like stall at 800 and they wouldn't go to million, but damn, they have exceeded expectations. There is no way Sony is gonna like diss the MCU because damn, that return is killer. Like, wow.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
they would have to be really dumb to do that. But like there's also some good stuff here as well. There's some good and bad here. So to start off, Crawl's doing all right. It's making part of its money back. It didn't have like a great opening weekend last night, mainly due to Spider-Man. Its total now is 750 is 57 $1 million worldwide. That's a pretty respectable thing here. Yesterday, actually no, that's God, I'm so dumb. Crawl is making 23 million, and yesterday's making 57 million. So both good original movies, like doing very well. Super, on the other hand, isn't doing so great, but that's probably because it wasn't all that good, and the marketing just kind of was like, eh. What is surprising though is unsurprisingly, is The Lion King making a huge amount of money this weekend because that is the big movie that came out this week and probably this month. And my fear is that it's probably going to overtake Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just hope that one just succeeds. I hope it does. And I'm taking a lot of people to see that next week to support it because, hey, I love Quentin Tarantino movies. So what are your guys' thoughts on this, if you have any?
I'm still excited to see it. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but I don't know. I didn't actually like his last movie too much.
Yeah.
Always loved Quentin Tarantino for like his hyperviolence, but the last one still took a bit too far for me. So I'm hoping this one's not. I don't know. I'm hoping it's like I don't quite know what to expect because I know there's gonna be hyperviolence, but I'm hoping it's not gonna squeamish.
Yeah. I think, and there's some people I know have already seen it already, and they really enjoyed it, and they say it's probably his best movie, and it's his most personal movie because he got his filmmaking love in the '60s, like when he's making this movie. So in a lot of ways, this is like big passion project, and I hope it succeeds. I want every movie to succeed, big and small. All right, I'm not just a shill for Disney. All right, I want all of them to succeed. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm a little worried. You know what I mean? So yeah, what did you guys think of Stuber's performance? Like that is the first R-rated Disney release in 6 years. So what do you make of that?
Interesting, but I don't really have much of a take on it. So yeah.
Dang,
Yeah, kind of
you
the
got to
same.
take Hannah.
Uh, I'm excited that Disney's like allowing darker movies or like R-rated movies into the theaters, but uh, as far as having seen the film, I didn't go see it, so I'm not sure I can really comment on what
Yeah.
it deserved
Like
box
the thing
office.
about like I'm sorry to interrupt, but the thing that I got from people that watched it, it was like an okay movie to stream, which should kind of terrify Hollywood a little bit, like just a little bit, like because like and especially when you look at like most of like if you look at movies like Crawl and Yesterday, like the buzz I've been hearing is that both of those are like worth seeing the fear theaters, while Stuber just kind of snagged and even Midsummer, like I also saw that as well, which I absolutely hated it, and I know I'm in the minority, but it was just not for me. But again, I feel like Stuber was just kind of like a victim of just being a comedy. I'll just wait for it to be streamed. So yeah, I very some good news and some bad news. And, all I hope is, and again, I know Marvel doesn't need any more money, but I really hope Spider-Man Far From Home makes $1 billion so they can like renegotiate a deal. And again, they'll still be able to make Venom movies and animated stuff. But, I just really love that Tom Holland Spider-Man. But that's just me. And if you disagree with me, that's all right. Movies are subjective. These aren't war, people. All right.
Yeah, I was actually hoping maybe they can negotiate another Miles Morales movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good in Into the Spider. Well, I mean, as a character, he was super interesting in Into the Spider-Verse. I think his comic books have always taken like the Spider-Man universe back into what I loved about the original Spider-Man, which is kind of a down and out kid who feels somewhat isolated, finds out has all this power and he decides to protect people instead of use it for his own.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I get you. So anyway, I think that we're gonna wrap this up for today. Thank you everybody for joining us again. I know we'll be back next week to talk about the other announcements that came out and maybe some more stuff that will come out this week, maybe. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I mean us, not
yep.
me. This is just me. So yeah, you guys have any last thoughts? Or are you guys good?
I'm good.
All
Good.
right. Have a
Yeah.
good one, everybody.
You
You
too.
too.
See you next
Bye.
week.